Hello, and welcome to another edition of Engagement Now, where it's our goal to actively engage parents, educators, students, and stakeholders in the learning process to ensure the success of every child. Many of our parents ask questions about how to navigate various digital resources offered by DeKalb County School District. DeKalb County School District is 100% wireless and offers a top-notch 21st century learning environment where students, staff, and families develop skills to become successful citizens in a global community. Information technology offers digital and online resources like LaunchPad, FamFlix, the district's mobile app, and Infinite Campus. Today, we'd like to educate our families on how to best utilize these resources. Join the conversation on Facebook and Twitter at EngageMEnt DCSD. For more information on this and any other topic, visit our website at www.dekab.k12.ga.us.
Together we can climb the mountains, together we can swim in ocean. I always knew we could be the ones. Together we can fly high, together we can reach sky. One family against the world.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of Engagement Now. My name is Tracy Knight.
And I'm Maurice Beasley.
All right. Well, today's show is all about technology resources within the DeKalb County School District. Joining us today are three very esteemed parents. Sitting to my right is Alethea Wimberly, followed by Derek Hopkins and Bridget Riley. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And sitting to my left, we have Monica Davis, who works with instructional technology, and Ken Owasu, who is our district's webmaster, if I may call him a webmaster. So we're glad to have everyone today.
All right. Well, Maurice, you know, DeKalb is really on the cutting edge of bringing technology to our students and to our families and to our educators. And I guess what I'm wondering is, how do we keep up to date with all of these resources? Can you tell us a little bit about some of the digital resources that are currently available within the system?
I will be glad to tell you about these digital resources. This semester, we launched a new resource called LaunchPad. One of the issues that we had in the district is that when we looked at the various digital resources available to students, their URLs were websites, and they were in various places. And so one of the things that we wanted to do was bring all of these resources together, because the issue is we wanted our teachers to focus more time on teaching and our students to focus more time on learning and not looking for websites, trying to figure out how to log into these wonderful resources. So we created a student portal, and it's called LaunchPad. And when you access LaunchPad, it provides you anytime, anywhere access to a multitude of resources that students may use. They can get to the Infinite Campus account here. They can get to their Office 365 account, which gives them access to all of the Office applications, Word, PowerPoint, Excel. They also have email access, and these are all students K through 12 have email access. It is monitored email access, so I know some parents get a little worried there. And various other tools in there. There are coding tools to expose children to coding. There are tools that the district has purchased that are located inside of this tool to support various instructional initiatives. But there are also tools that allow children to explore if they have other interests, like I just mentioned, like coding, you know, in different areas. So yes, we definitely have many.
Well, Monica, you mentioned LaunchPad. Now, I know you have a keyboard in front of you, and you have a pad here.
Okay.
So are you going to give us a demonstration as to what?
I can give you a demonstration.
We'd
I can
love
definitely
that.
give you a demonstration. So, as a parent, if I'm trying to access LaunchPad with my student, well, I guess we'll look at the screen right behind you all. If I'm trying to access LaunchPad with my child, and I do have a child in DeKalb as well, I would go to the district's website. And upon arriving to the district's website, you'll notice here, you're going to see eventually the LaunchPad, initiative just pop up in front of you in our announcements here. But to get directly to it, in case you don't see it, all you would have to do is you would have to scroll down to the very bottom of our website, and when you do, you're going to see all of your applications here and the access to all the tools we have. There's a little rocket so that you can launch, and so when you click on that rocket, you would click on the rocket to launch LaunchPad. Now I've already logged in as my with my son's account so that you could see exactly what it looks like, but you would log in using your child's student number with the letter S in front of it. So S for student, and then pretty much their cafeteria number. So, and they know their student number. So you use that. For our grades K through 4 or 5, the password would be DeKalb, KK 01, 02, 03, 04. For our grades 6 through 12, however, they have to set up a password at their school. And so that's something we work with the schools. The schools are totally prepared to assist in that manner. So you will see your child's teacher, and they can help you with that. But once you get logged in, this is what you will see. You'll see the applications that they have access to. We have 2 categories. You have instant login applications. This means that when you click on it, for example, this is Office 365 that we were referring to. When you click on the application, if you notice a new tab has opened at the top, you're going to see access to that child's Office 365 account. I want to reiterate, this is for grades K through 12. And as we talk about exposing students to a 21st century learning environment and really engaging them and preparing them with 21st century skills, I guess my question would be, who's using Microsoft Office in industry and beyond the school?
So Monica, my child or the child of any parent can log in to LaunchPad, get to Office 365 and use Word online, yes, Excel online,
all
PowerPoint, all of those apps.
Regardless of their age.
Regardless of their age.
Wow.
And even, you look at the email so that they're able to communicate as they collaborate with each other, because that's one area our students have got to be able to collaborate and work together, because how many of us in the workplace have to collaborate and work together? How many of us send email? So that's etiquette, digital citizenship. It gives the district an opportunity to teach our students all of those skills. But if you look at the calendar in terms of organizing, I know my child needs organization with, just trying to, his assignments and keeping up with those areas. It gives the child the opportunity to do all of those things and learn all of those skills.
And what if a parent wanted their child to maybe practice some mathematics or to look at something relative to science or social studies?
Or even collaborate on a project.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So what I would like to do, if you look at at our screen here, right now we've opened a separate tab and we are in Office 365. But if you move over to the left, you're going to still see that LaunchPad is still open. So you're going right back to all of those applications that our students have access to. Instructionally, as you go through and explore these various applications, you're going to see, for example, BrainPop has a multitude of informational text and just their videos that teach students pretty much on every subject, all your subject matter areas. In various subjects that they're working with, they're able to go through and learn more about it. So, and as you go through CK12 Foundation, again, these are all instructional resources that you can click on, go into, and search. For example, if a child is studying fractions, you go to the resource, you click on it, you type in fractions, and they'll give you a number of resources to assist the child with fractions.
So even if a child is out of school for whatever reason,
no excuses.
No excuses for a student
at all.
not learning, engage in some type of instruction or learning process.
Excuse.
Well, how about this? Is this in any way mobile friendly?
Yes. This is, we like to call it responsive.
Okay.
The website, so that's our word for today. It is responsive, meaning that as the web browser itself, if you were to open it up on your iPhone and log into LaunchPad, it will respond and it will shrink to match the dimensions of the iPhone. So yes, LaunchPad is definitely responsive to whatever device, because we want to be device agnostic. We want it to anytime, anywhere, and at any pace. So in order to do that, our tools have to be able to respond to whatever devices our students are working with.
Okay, so parents, no excuses here. Like if they tell you that they forgot their book,
I have a question
no
though.
excuse.
For the, is there a certain hardware requirement for the students to actually use the school's website? And then is there a certain speed for the internet that they can be able to use the website?
And that's a great question, but it's also it depends on you want. I always say you want the best you can get, but definitely
Or afford.
Definitely afford.
Okay.
And so you want, in terms of the speed and how fast it should go, typically your cable speeds, as well as the speeds of the services that we use privately and for residential services will accommodate LaunchPad. It will also accommodate your speeds of your telephone using the wireless mobile capabilities. Listed there. This will accommodate LaunchPad as well.
So from the lowest speed that AT&T offers to the highest, the students will be able to communicate, download the data, save the data into the cloud, and then keep going.
They should be able to. Now, how fast this will happen, of course, is going to be determined by the speed. That's something we can't control. But yes, it still will allow you to connect and be able to download and access these resources.
I have a question about, you mentioned Microsoft Office and the students having those things available. One of the biggest problems or issues that I found when I first started using it 10 years ago was not understanding all of the tool, not understanding the full capability of the tool. So say PowerPoint or Excel. Are those tutorials available for students for those particular applications?
Great question.
Yes, and that is something that we're working with our teachers. We're talking about computer literacy and understanding how to select the right tool for the right task and how to use those tools. One thing about these tools, the students pick them up very quickly. I mean, that is something that they learn, but the question is whether or not they're using these tools appropriately and to learn. We just finished writing our 3-year technology plan, and one of the things we did was interview students and ask them, what can we do to help you learn? What tools do you need? What do you need to help you learn better? And one of the things that one of the students stood up, she said, I know how to use technology for fun, but I want to know how to use it better to learn. So, and that came from the mouth of babes, that was her comment. And so when you look at something like Office 365, learning how to, where to click and, how to insert a picture, your basic features, that's something they'll pick up. I think instructionally, we have to look at the instructional goal and ensure that we are layering, those skills, those 21st century skills in with our instructional goals. So I think it's a collaborative effort between IT and as well as curriculum and instruction,
Monica,
and the parent.
What I'd like to do is bring Ken into the conversation. Parents, how many of you go to our website pretty consistently? Would you say
I do.
about once a week or maybe once a month or something to that effect?
Maybe twice a month.
Twice a month?
We use Infinite Campus quite often.
Infinite Campus?
Infinite Campus is something that we use, pretty much daily.
Do you go to the website in order to get to Infinite Campus?
I do not. I use the app.
You use the app. All right.
Okay.
Very good.
Great.
Very good. Well, Ken is here to share with us a little bit about our website. So, Ken?
Oh, yes. Sure.
I'm going to pass the mouse.
Okay, so this is the DeKalb County website. And the first thing that you'll notice is the tabs up here. We have it demarcated into leadership, community, parents, students, staff, and departments. We did it this way to try and help out the community, our visitors. So based on what you're looking for, this will narrow it down for you. So for instance, if you're looking in leadership section, here we have information about the Board of Education and also the superintendent information, the strategic plan, organizational charts. This tells you about the structure, leadership structure of the school system. Community, we pretty much have information that affects the community at large. For instance, we have the building spaces initiatives in here, the SPLOST information as well. And then the parents information here are information that are targeted to the parents in the community as well. This helps them narrow down what they're looking for. So they just go here and find what they're looking for. Students, same thing, staff, and then departments. So depending on what information you're looking for here, we have school nutrition, athletics, communications. So Like I said, whatever you're looking for, you just go to the department site and you can click on it. For instance, I can go to the curriculum and instruction, and here we have information about the programs in the schools. So as a parent, if you're interested in chorale music, for instance, you can come here, click on information, and see what we have for you, see who the contact person for that department is. And we also wanted to make this as easy as possible for the community, for the parents. And that way we put out the most current news, the news that affects us site-wide as a district up here, where it's easy to see and easy to navigate for the parents. And we can scroll down here and we can see that we have a section dedicated to news as well. This tells you what's going on in the district, information that we feel like the parents might be interested in, and students as well. Here we have the events, the calendars, what's coming up, and that way parents can stay in the loop. And we have the SPLOST information and also SACS information to keep everybody informed with what's going on in the district. One thing we did too is under here, quick links. We went and looked at the stats of the pages that the parents or visitors were going to, and we noticed that these ones keep coming up. So what we did was we listed that out for the parents. That way it's easy. You don't have to search, or that way it's right there for you. For instance, the bus routes, the lunch menus, these are things that get
Right. Very important.
Very important. This gets hit quite a bit. And we have the social network here as well, because that's a great way to keep in touch with what's going on in the district. Students love this, and so we have that up there. What else? We have the information about our superintendent. So this is a great way that he also stays in touch with what's going on. And this one thing that he did that I like is he put a contact in here. So if you have concerns, that you can actually contact him, his office, and they will respond to. It's very accessible, exactly.
Now, I do like the way you did the school websites, that they're uniform, because about 2 years ago, you would go to a website, that school website is just different, this one is different.
Yes.
So I do like the way that I can go to any school website and the first page is uniform. The way that you have to search for the employees and administrative staff is uniform. So
how would I get to a school's website from the district's website?
That was my next question.
That's
your question.
So as a parent,
show them.
it's going to be between a parent and a student. Those are people that usually go to the website. So that's why we put it here under parents. The schools and centers is listed, as well as under students. And so we have the links to all the schools here, but we also give you a snapshot of the school. So when you click here, you can get the contact information, the parent-teacher association, who your rep is, also the district that the school is under, who the board member is, and the hours, and also a map so that you can get directions. And we're trying to make things a little easier. And on top, you have the link that will actually launch the school website.
Yeah. Is there like a search? Like, say I don't want to spend 15 minutes looking. I just want to type in a keyword. Is
On
there a keyword
top of
search?
the website, we have a search tool in there. So, for instance, we can go ahead and do a search for school nutrition. And it's right there. So instead of trying to, if you don't really know what you're looking for, you can just come here, put a search, and it'll pull it right up.
Now, Ken, there's something that triggered a question. I noticed that you have some flags up at the top, and DeKalb County is rich with diversity, as is the school district.
Exactly.
How are we meeting the needs of parents that may be multilingual?
That's a good question, yeah.
Yeah, so these flags up here, it's a translation tool. And so we based it, the flags, the languages up here on, pretty much the
Top 10 languages.
The top 10, exactly,
Okay.
the top 10 languages that we have. And so when you click on that, it translates the website.
Wow. That is
So at
awesome.
least that can help the parents locate the information they're looking for.
Yes.
So
Well, that's an interesting question. It sounds like you all have just done a top-notch job of really trying to accommodate the end user. Are there other resources for parents to use? And then I'd love to throw it to parents to talk about maybe some of your experiences with some of the applications.
Well, I would like to add, he talked about our social network, and one of our major resources that we often, we try to promote and really encourage parents to join is to use our district's app. We have an app, and it is an app that is available for Android users as well as your iOS users for your iPhone. So we know if you're not an iPhone person, you're a Droid person, that's okay. We have something for everybody. But basically, you would go download the district's app, and once you download the district's app, it will allow you to get district notifications. So when February comes and we get the 3 o'clock in the morning phone call that school is out because we had another snowstorm.
Oh, don't do it, Monica. Don't say it.
We get another.
I think that's how parents feel too.
But you'll get that as soon as the superintendent and the Board of Education confirms the school is closed. We send it out, and you'll get that notification that immediately. Oftentimes you probably get it before you sit on the WSB channel. Was it channel 2?
A lot of alerts will just pop up in your phone when you're linked to that app through your cell phones. Then you'll get a message, like a text message, and it'll give you information.
Now I hear a lot of parents, they like the alert where you can tell it if your child makes a grade below a certain amount to send you an alert. Whenever you have that app, that alert, they really love that part of the app.
And that one is through that one is through Infinite Campus, and Infinite Campus is also you can access Infinite Campus through the district's app as well.
I don't know if the children like
No,
that.
they don't.
I know.
You have that conversation when you get home, and they're like, "How do you know?" Don't
Now,
worry.
Mr. Hopkins, you were saying that you use Infinite Campus. What's been your experience there?
I like it because of the alerts that you get and the information that it offers to parents. It helps. I can sit with my child and we can go through stuff like that. She has an iPad, so we're try to be very technology savvy and keep up with things like that. So it helps me quite a bit with information.
Do you access it through your iPhone or?
Yes, through my iPhone.
Wow.
And then Ms. Riley, it sounds like you're a little bit more tech savvy too, or at least you've been accessing some of these platforms. What's been your experience?
Well, I like the Infinite Campus communication that we have between the teachers and ourselves, where we can kind of shoot them a message there and get a reply, so that we can keep abrupt on what our children are doing in the classroom, if they're improving, if they're not doing well, if they're missing assignments. That's one of our biggest things that I look for, is missing assignments, and it'll show the 0 in that place, and then you can.
But isn't that engagement?
It really is.
That is, and that's what you want. You can't always be there, but if you have tools that basically cause you to be there, you're there even though you're not there, because you're getting that information from that classroom teacher. I love the part where you can just tell it, send me an alert if my child doesn't make a grade above this. So you can do something to have that conversation with that child. All right, now we need to ramp it up a little bit.
Check on them.
Now, that gave me a little bit of a thought. Now, we may not be here yet, but maybe in the future, there will be an opportunity for parents to have parent-teacher conferences virtual.
Oh, wow. That's a great idea.
Wow.
And I will add that we have tools that we are working on right now to facilitate those types. We talked about in another Another conversation, we were talking about the learning management system. The district is releasing a learning management system. We're working on it right now. We're under the hood, we call it.
Okay.
And setting it up, and it has those web conferencing capabilities as well. So we're looking forward to seeing all that it can do.
Very good. I know you all would appreciate that type of tool, wouldn't you? Well, as we're getting ready to wrap it up, do you have anything you would like to share with Monica? Monica's role is very critical in the IT department relative to the implementation of our learning management system, the use of these tools to really help teachers plan for instruction. Do you have anything that you would like to share as a parent that we can use to help us do a much better job, or an improved job? We believe we're going in the right direction, but your feedback is always so appreciative and helpful as we go in that direction.
Yes.
I was just wondering, with the new LaunchPad being in order, will there be special training for the parents to understand how it works? I know the children have been learning about it in schools, but will there be time for the parents just to learn how they can help the children with the LaunchPad, being new, how to navigate around inside there to work together with them? Will there be some sessions or training for the parents for the new LaunchPad?
Very good question. And the answer is yes. We've started by making sure that the training is online. So for those who are tech savvy and who really just give it to me, let me see it, we have that available to them now. So you can go in and log in and start working with the different applications. We are also partnering with curriculum and instruction. We're partnering with school leadership in the schools every opportunity that we have where parents are involved and engaged to try to PTA. We work with various presentation opportunities to present LaunchPad to our parents so they know exactly what it is, how to log onto it. So that's yes.
And don't forget about your parent centers.
Yes.
Family work,
Definitely.
parent workshops. They'll also be doing workshops. So we've had a great conversation,
Wonderful
and I knew we wouldn't have enough time.
Yes, but let's keep the conversation going.
And
Let's
so-
keep the conversation going. We want to hear from you.
Thank you all.
Thank you all. We want to hear from you too.
It's all about engagement. Parents, get engaged. Go talk to that teacher. Go talk to that principal. Get engaged.